Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Chaos Gamer coming at you with another show over here about NecroMerge. Guys, this is another one of those games I really wasn't expecting to get all into. I think I got swayed by an advertisement. I hit it, and here we are. So what you are is you are the NecroMerger. I believe this... Oh, he's locked. But that guy over there is supposed to be a representation of us, I believe. Either that, or he's just supposed to be our wizard helper, helping us along our journey of necromerging. What does that mean? Just like you'd expect, you take stuff, you match together, and you merge it into, in this case, an adorable little spider. Look how adorable my spider is. I think I'll name him Wilbur, because he just is that adorable. But besides Wilbur and his adorable spideriness, on second thought, maybe I don't like Wilbur that much. Which leads the question, well, what does that mean, Mr. Chaos? What will happen to poor Wilbur? What will happen to Wilbur, huh? He's going into the Devourer! That's right, things got dark real quick. So that's your ultimate goal over here, guys. You're trying to make stuff, merge stuff, and then feed it to our all-powerful and mighty Devourer. The Devourer. He is just that hungry and epic, and each level is another level of feeding this guy of all sorts of delicious treats. So over here we have, guys, and I've gotten a little bit into this game. I think I'm like level 24 or something like that. So here's what you got. You have your graveyard over here, and that gives you the ability to spawn bones and things like that. And you also have the ability to spawn zombie flesh and other things. So you can have a standard bone, you match it, and now I've got my little rib cage. Which I put my rib cage together, I got a little cute, adorable skeleton. That's right, and he's nervous that I might feed him. I just might do it. I just might do it. Look at this guy, he looks frightening. Anyway, we're not gonna kill you just yet, little buddy. Wilbur's already taken that shot. We'll call you Franklin. Franklin, these bones are to enhance by... Bam! There we go. We just made Wilbur, or Franklin, whatever we're naming these guys, a little bit stronger, a little more meat on the bone. Ha! Anyway, so what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to take it out, I'm going to feed him to the Devourer, and get another 28 food. Each character has their own attributes. Like over here is a leveled up, let's see, is a level 5 skeleton, which means they add 7 to your mana, 110 attack, and 330 food. Food is the leveling factor for what you would do to the Devourer. I'm not going to throw this guy in yet because I want to fatten him up a touch. Down here in my first row, I've got my Lich. This is just something you get when you expand and have, I think, a level 6. Well, you have 2 level 5 graves, and this is, I guess you could say, level 6. It's not, it's just a Lich. Which, now I do not have the ability to make skeletons, but it has a 10% mana cap, and adds 20 mana for each cycle of time. Over here, I've got my altar. My altar gives me the ability to match and make werewolves. So you put wings together, I can make a bat. That's a piece of a bat. Pair of wings. There we go, a couple of jawbones, and there we have our adorable little werewolf. Now, werewolves, really, their main goal is just to fight, attack, and just be little guard dogs to our little sweet, quaint home. So, he doesn't really have much else he can do, so I'm going to throw him in the cage. Oh, cage is full. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay, I already have some werewolves and whatnot in there. Let's see. Okay, and I can match that little puppy up and put him back in his cage to save space for later. So again, so far, guys, I've got I've got the ability to do flesh and bone, which if we match up, will get us more skeletons, or if I can get a little more flesh over here, which I just can't seem to get any at the moment. There we go, there's a little bit of zombie flesh. I get some zombie flesh together, I get a severed hand. 2 severed hands makes a zombie, or pieces of a zombie. Then as you go along, guys, you can bring this zombie back to snuff by merging until he's a full-fledged zombie. Let me show you what that looks like over here. So these are the different levels of each of these things have it. So like you have your zombie flesh, your hand, and then it becomes a regular zombie. But it will produce slime, which is another economic factor, I guess, you could use to make different items and monsters. And so as you see over here, level 6 is your full-fledged 2 zombies kind of sewn together, having making 12 slime, 770 damage, and 2,750 food for your devourer. But I don't want to wait that long. Go for it, buddy. There we go. Goodbye, zombie. Poor zombie. Hope he didn't have a family, because if he did, well, it's down at the bottom of a devourer. So those are the different fun things we have as far as what's on your board. This is what your board looks like. Then other things like over here, I've got my supply cupboard, which I can get toilet paper or eyeballs. Totally standard in all standard homes. Eyeballs and toilet paper. I don't know what kind of home you're in, but you know. And then again, you can level these up. Like this is the eye monster. So eye monsters start as eyeballs, then like a pair of eyeballs, and it goes all the way up there. Now, incidentally, the eyeballs are really great producers of mana. So down here on this bottom row, you see I've got a bunch of things locked. I've got a fully leveled up eye monster producing 15 mana. That's on top of my lich at 20 mana. Then I've got my fully leveled up bat at level 4, giving me 8 dark power and still damage and food. So it's always nice to be multi-diverse in these different monsters and things we're dealing with. Then I've got my spider. My spider, again, from what I'm seeing and have access to at this moment in the game, these are the monsters that are having the highest yield of resources I need. Then, of course, we have the NecroMerger. Yeah, I was right, the NecroMerger, which I guess is us, a dark wizard. So this makes it so that you always have some level of supply productions. So you're not totally stuck in the game. And again, at the moment, the 3 main ones we have are mana, slime, and dark power or magic. Now over here we have these different foods, well not really foods, currency, as far as coins, gold coins, and other things. Blood runes, ice runes, and all of these different things lead us to our store. So being able to buy more graves, mana pools, cupboards, and everything else. And all that stuff gets stronger as you level it up. Let's see what else we got here. Then we have our chicken. That's right, this guy, he's about to lay one. He's laying some foul eggs over here. I don't mean like he's dropping a deuce. I mean he's dropping eggs that's got spiders in them. And snakes. So in about 23 seconds, we'll see what kind of egg he hatches. And I've got one of each over here. I've got a red egg and a green egg. The green egg is spiders. The red egg is snakes. And let me throw away that toilet paper, make sure there's enough room just in case. And you can see some little graphics coming over, like on the skeleton, there's a blue stuff thing. Oh! My foul chicken just hatched an egg. Now let's see what we got. There we go. We just made a snake. Now, the nice thing about the snakes are, they, from what I'm seeing, is the highest yield of damage and offers no, like, actual regenerative supply perk. So that's exactly what I put in here. I already have a snake, so I'm going to drop that dude out. Put them together. Now I have a big-ass snake. It does about 400 damage. And if I get bigger, I think it's like 1,000. Now, why do we need that? Because we have these guys. So as you get certain types of matches, you get the peasant, which happens from skeletons, zombies, and mummies. Then you have the knight, which merges from eye monsters, spiders, and werewolves. And then the one I just got, the cleric, which has a high level of health. Let me tell you, I did not see that coming. That was tough to kill. And then when I get to a level 32 little devourer, as adorable as he is, we'll have the fearsome paladin coming in to swing his hammer and be all holy and mighty. But anyway, guys, as you get these things, on the negative side, what it does is it locks up one of your squares, so you can't use that square. Then you can feed it to the devourer, and then just get like BS food bonus. Or if you kill it, you get a treasure chest. The treasure chest can have ice runes, blood runes, or whatever runes that the color is towards. If it's a red box, you're probably getting blood runes. If it's a blue box, you are probably getting your ice runes. So that's one of the perks of being able to kill those guys or have them in your lovely home. But what else do we have in our home? Down over here we have on the lower left side, we have a green arrow which brings us to this guy. The tip stone. The tip stone gives you random strange tips. But more importantly, I got these things over here. This is the NecroMerger statue of the ice ruin. And this is one of, well, the slime ruin or the green, whatever it is. So every day I'm guaranteed 9 slime ones or green ones and 9 blue ruins. What's over here? What's over here, guys, is a bunch of like trophy statue-like things that if you put them on the front of the pedestal, then you will get a perk or a bonus. Right now I've got the food relic, that's what we're calling this. So right now I've got the food relic, which means every time I feed that adorable devourer, he gets a little more food. And then over here I've got the knight, so he comes a little faster. I actually could probably change that now. I needed the green ruin, so I was trying to get him to come faster because that's the knight. He does. He has that. And then to the right-hand side, I don't think it's ready. Nope, and it's not, still on cooldown. So this is the special event. Okay, it'll be back in 3 days. So, yeah, it'll last for 3 days where you can get honey. It's kind of like a mini game and gives you the ability to kind of start with a clean slate, which is kind of nice. So it breaks up the monotony of what you're doing on the day-to-day and still nice and fun. You also have spells which give you the ability to have perks on. For example, I'm level 2 on my food spell, so it gets an extra 10%. Next level put me at 15%, which would be a nice thing. I actually probably should do more of these things in general. And then as I level up my Devourer, I will get to the other spell books. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this really randomly just fast thing about NecroMerge. I've been enjoying it. I'm not going to do a playthrough at the moment because I kind of just felt like explaining what this game was in general. Hope you liked what you saw. Check out NecroMerge. I highly recommend the game. I'll put a link in the comments below so you can check it out. And if you like what you saw, make sure you give me a like. If you really like, so subscribe and whatever else you got to do. Other than that, guys, see you all next time.